2.
1, 2, 3.
Here for your weekend.
We're weekend jam.
Thanks to the jams.
Welcome to Wheeler's Jam and Weekends.
Live and erect. All right, how's that?
Wheeler's Weekend Jams, live and direct.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in on another episode of Wheeler's Weekend Jams, live and direct. And I'm going to read you a little lovely family poem because I think it fits in with the guys I'm about to interview. Sons may grow into men and grow out of their toys, but in the hearts of their mothers, they are still their little boys. That's right. I had to start off like that. It probably means absolutely nothing to you guys, but the name of the poem was called Sons. So here I am interviewing the guys from Sons, Tom and Ricky. How you guys doing?
Very good.
Thank you so much again for doing this.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I'm just going to get right into it. When did Sons actually start? And when did you guys all meet and how did the band form?
Well, we started in 2014, and it was me and my friend Anthony, and we were both kind of in the same like kind of point in our lives with like we kind of both went like separate ways. We used to play music together all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and but we kind of came back around and talked to each other, and we were just talking about like we hadn't played music in like a year or something, and we were talking about getting a band together. And I always wanted to be in a two-piece. Years ago, I used to talk about with a friend of mine starting like a two-piece grindcore band, just like a ridiculous like heavy band with just two guys, just because I like the idea of it.
Mm-hmm.
And but just where I was at in life, I kind of wanted to play more like not necessarily mellower music, but just not as crazy. And hooked up with him, and we just started writing. And it's nothing like what anybody's really playing around in this scene around here. And so we were kind of like, it was kind of a coin toss, you know. It was like, see if people like it, I guess, and people dug it. And first show was on the 4th of July, 2014. And yeah, he left the band.
Yeah, so it was right before tour. He had a tour to go on, and I had just gotten my life together, like as a human being, and was like really itching to play music. Like, I was like, that's the only thing I want to do. And I was just like, man, I hope like that can make that happen and create that in my reality. And then he hits me up and is like, Anthony's not playing drums anymore. Like, would you want to just like learn all these songs and come on tour with me? And I was like, yeah. So we did that. I learned them all, and then we went on tour, and like we've been playing ever since. And it's funny because we've run into each other in the past, but like. Just like in our old lives, we were living real fast, so it was like hard to remember the fact that we've like run into each other. And it's funny because like we have the same birthday, and like it seemed like it was like supposed to be. So we started jamming together, and then we did that tour, and then we wrote for like we just kept jamming for like a year. It's been a year now. Yeah, and then we started recording the album. When did we start doing that? January, February? I don't remember. I'm not good with dates.
February 6th, it was my dad's birthday.
Oh, yeah. Cool. All right, so, yeah, so that's been it from there. It's just like we did tour, and ever since then we've just been like writing and recording and playing shows and trying to like spread and connect and, you know, do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the cool thing about it is that like we kind of have this sound that I guess people can't really put their finger on, you know? Like, I guess to outsiders, it's all heavy, you know? But, like, to us, this is, like, most of, like, the more mellowest stuff we've ever played. And, yeah, I don't know. And we just kind of classify it as rock and roll.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the greats are two-piece bands. There's a big band out here from Chicago, Local H, I'm sure you know of. They're a two-piece band as well. And obviously, you know, like the White Stripes and Jack White did all that. But out in the Jersey scene, what is the music scene out there right now?
So we're in South Jersey, which is
South.
A little at the bottom of Jersey, like very bottom. So there's nothing here. Right now we have one venue between like a 30-mile radius.
Oh wow.
Above us is like not. I wouldn't say it's still considered South Jersey, but it's close to Central Jersey. There's like other scenes, very cliquey scenes and so forth. So we just usually skip over, do New York, Philly, and all that kind of stuff. But down by us, there's nothing. We consistently try to do house shows as much as possible. The cops shut them down. We're a very touristy area, so they like to keep up this like fake facade, like just us being this like nice, beautiful place where like people don't have house shows, and that's not So we have one venue now that's like a real thing, and we have licensing and all that stuff, and it's really doing really well right now. So that's basically the one place we have, which is why we try to branch out as much as possible, because we're kind of like stuck in this little area. But it's super inspiring to grow up here and be here.
Yeah.
So it's good for writing.
I bet. Well, you guys are only at the beginning, so I'm sure you'll be going on a big, hopefully, world tour soon.
Of course.
Yeah, now I'm just going to tell you about your guys' brand new album, The Defeatist. Tell us exactly how was the recording process for this album, and what does this album mean to you personally?
The writing process, or like you said, the recording process?
Yeah. I mean, just like being in the studio, obviously making an album. So.
Okay. Well, Tom knew of this guy Pete Andrews from Middletown, New Jersey. He owns this studio called Submergent, and I don't really remember what you really said about him, besides that he's a cool dude.
He's just a really cool guy. I met him once when getting my death metal band's recordings mastered by him. He doesn't even really do that. He was just like, yeah, I'll figure it out for you. And he kind of like mastered some recordings and added some fun vocal effects and stuff. But he's like a really just nice guy. So I was like, we should go at least check him out, even though it's kind of a drive.
So we went up there and checked him out, and it was like, and it was just kind of, everything about it felt right. Like just walking in the door was just like, the energy he puts off was just awesome, and as soon as we started talking about like the kind of sound we wanted and the kind of music we play and bands that are our influences, he just got it.
Yeah, he totally understood exactly what Ricky's vision was, because Ricky wrote a lot of these songs, like probably like half of them from the album before I was even involved, and they've evolved since then, but Ricky kind of had a really cool vision of like how thick they should be and stuff. And Pete totally got it right away. I mean, we were showing him like other bands. We were like, oh, we kind of like what they did here and there. And he's just like, I can do all of that. And he was just like, why don't we play through this? He built an amp for us that was an old projector amp from the 40s.
A Bell & Howell Film Sound projector. So
we recorded through that, and it's like it was incredibly thick. Like the Bag of Downers track on Defeatist, it's like, it sounds amazing coming through. But Pete he helped us out a lot. Like, he's just like a really good mind to have when you're trying to like be super creative. We were actually able to record live in one room and do all the tracks in one take, except for one of them. We had to punch in on gutter sign. So it was like a really great experience. We came in there ready. We just recorded everything, and I think it was like 2 days or something. And then Pete's the man. I would recommend him to anyone, and we wouldn't want to use anyone else. He's a genius. Great guy.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people realize, going into the studio, it's one thing actually recording something, but whoever's actually doing the recording, the producer, he's a big part of the whole thing. I mean, he's the one that helps the band with the sound that they want, and that's very important, obviously, and that's awesome. You guys found a guy like that. Well, outside of being in a band, going a little off here, what is your guys' favorite hobbies or activities outside of music?
Running in circles. Drawing straight lines.
All right.
I like to just like be as creative as possible, do any art form that I can. Create as much as possible while staying in like a constant state of progression with the band. Like that's basically it. But honestly, like we have to work all the time and play music, and that's like
but lucky enough, I have a job that like is not even a job to me. I work at a school. With special needs kids, and like just where I've been in life was just like the complete opposite of like any job I've ever had was the worst thing ever, because all I wanted to do was just play my guitar and play shows and like just But so it's like it's a good balance.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Hobbies. What do we like to do? Mom's really into Heelys. Remember those?
Heelys
What?
are pretty.
He leaves?
Heelys, like they're like shoes that little kids have on in the mall, and you like rock back on your heels, and like usually it's like a little kid being pulled around
Yes.
on in
Yes.
the mall. You can get them in a size 11 online if
Really?
you try.
Heelys.
So
These
there's
are
usually
really good.
healing. There's usually Creed's playing in the background. You get pumped up. What happens?
Cool, man. I'll bring along like my Pogs. Remember Pogs, man?
Yes.
All day, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Tom's into Pokemon Go too.
Oh God, Pokemon Go is taking over the world right now, man. It's taking over the
It's
world.
society.
Between Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, and Pokemon Go. I mean, and the movie Idiocracy.
Yeah, that's nobody knew that was gonna be so prophetic.
Yeah. Well, Mike Judge did. So, now if you guys had a dream collaboration, living or dead, who would you collaborate with and why?
Living or dead?
Yes.
Musically.
Yes.
Okay.
1969 Ozzy Osbourne.
Josh Scogin from The Chariot would be a really fun collaboration to do.
Nice.
Just to have him produce an album would be really fun. David Bowie, just because the genius.
Yes.
I could do this all day.
Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I would like to collab with him on like making our t-shirts. Like, he would be awesome.
Awesome. Cool. Well, do you guys have, I was speaking before of you guys doing a worldwide tour. Do you guys have a tour in motion at all that you're planning on doing or for the future?
About that now, I think, right? We can talk about that now. Last year we did like a little one with a band that we were hanging out with a lot, and this year we wanted to do something like a little bit longer. So we're doing like a little bit bigger, not a big one. I don't know. It's like 10 days or something, and we're just gonna do. We're just gonna go up to like Massachusetts and go to West Virginia and then just go down south. We do really well like down there, just like below the Bible Belt. We do a good job down there. Like people dig it, blues, rock and roll and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna hit up the whole East Coast. I think we're going as far as west as Nashville, but no more south than South Carolina.
Cool.
Just in September, I think we're gonna do 9/11 in New York, and then after that, we're gonna be touring down until like the 19th.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Well, you guys need to make your way to Chicago one of these days. A lot of great venues out here.
Let us know.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, for
We
sure.
were bummed that we weren't coming out this time because just the attention that we did get from Chicago. Like there was just a
Yeah, it was
group of
cool.
people that was
People
Yeah.
hitting us up online, sending CDs out to Chicago. It was interesting. Like, there's like random states, Texas, Chicago. We're just like, yeah, we'll mail you this. Yeah, of course. Like, really neat. It's fun.
Yeah, my good friend Frank, he's the one that got me into you guys. He one day we always talk music, and he sent me your guys' video, and I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Wait, what? Who are these guys?" He's like, "Yeah, man, you gotta hit these guys up, whatever." And here we are. So
Very, very grateful for Frank.
hell yeah. Frank Frotto, man, Frank Frotto.
uh,
Well, I have one more question to ask you guys. I ask every band this, and I'm a huge movie buff, and I always say, without the music behind the movie, it's dull. There's no substance to it. If you guys had to compare your band to a movie, what movie would it be and why?
You know what's funny? I'm just going to be authentic here.
Yes.
Is we knew you were going to ask us this question.
That's awesome. I'm so glad you guys are prepared.
But, I mean, if I was going to think off the top of my head, I don't know. For me, this band personally, like, I was, like, living a life I did not want to live.
Yeah.
And, like, I came out of that, and immediately this was what I started doing. So, for me, Shawshank Redemption. Like, I'm crawling through fecal, and now I'm climbing out the top, and I'm finally free, and I'm experiencing life on another level I couldn't even, it's awesome. Like, playing music and, like, being able to do that with someone, another Leo that has the same birthday as I am. We have a great time together. It's super fun.
Yeah.
So,
well, all you need to do now is just hit up Morgan Freeman, and maybe he can narrate your guys' next, video or...
Genius, Ann.
Genius. Cool. Well, hey,
I don't have one. I don't know.
Yeah.
He mentioned that to me, like that. He was like, yeah, every interview that I watched that he's done, he's asked this question, and
We were just like,
yeah, I don't know.
just like naming our favorite movie.
I was like, he was like, and he told me about the question, and I was like, there will be blood.
Good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
You know what that movie's about?
28 days later.
Awesome. Well, hey, I'll take both of those. Those are really good answers. Yeah, I mean, if there's anything else you guys want to say out there, where to find you guys on the internet, anything you want to say to the fans out there, go right ahead.
All of our stuff, Instagram, Bandcamp, Twitter, and Gmail. It's all called To Be Sons. CALLED, To Be Sons. I mean, everything is like Facebook is the hub. You find us on Facebook and everything. You can find everything on there. Like we have everything on there. But right now we're on Bandcamp. We're waiting for iTunes to get their act together. They got us on iTunes under the wrong name.
Really?
Forever. Like, I mean, it's been like 2 or 3 months now, and they're just like, yeah, we're going to fix it. It'll be done in 2 weeks. We've done that 3 times now. So if you want to go buy William Parsons' album, Defeatist, it sounds exactly the same. It's very frustrating. So when that happens, you can find us on iTunes, and I think we're on Spotify.
That's William Parsons, right?
Yeah. And we're on Spotify and all that stuff. But, yeah. Sons, Defeatist, that's the album. You can search it there. It's
awesome.
A rock and roll album, man. It's dungarees.
It's fantastic. I've been having it on repeat this past week, so yeah, dude. Tom, Ricky, thank you so much for doing this, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks for everybody who tuned in on this interview. Make sure to check out our website at WheelersWeekendJams.com. And also, if you like what we're doing and you want to support what we do, you can check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/WWJ. Basically, it's kind of like a Kickstarter for content creators like ourselves. You could just go there. You could cap it off monthly. We put out like 2 videos a month on our Patreon, but it really helps us, keeping these interviews alive and bringing back, I guess you would say, the old school MTV, but our own way. Thanks again, guys, so much for it. And this is the month of August 2016. Wheelers Jam Nation. We are throwing our first concert actually in a couple weeks. We're super stoked to be doing this. And hopefully, if it all goes well, we're gonna be doing this yearly. So thanks again, guys, for doing this. What's that?
We're gonna play the next one. We'll be there.
I was gonna talk to you guys about that actually after this. So yeah, but guys, thanks again, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, man.
Cool. Okay, yeah. Now go. You could do one more. Wheelers Weekend Jams. Whenever you're ready.
Ready? Take your weekend.
You want you to have it a week.
You gotta have your weekend with the jams. Wheeling in.
You watching yourself? Because every time I watch myself and I try to do it,
I can't see.
You're having a weekend and it's wheeling down pretty nicely. Come on for a jam live directly.
Take care.
Okay, ready? Hey,
We're
sons,
and
you're
watching
Wheelers
Weekend
Jams
coming
to
you
live
and
erect.
direct. Thanks. Take care.
Straight tapes.